Hi there guys, welcome to the first commentary video of my go-karting. There's going to be a lot of ums and ahs. I'm not going to edit, I'm just going to free speak, if that's even a term. This is a race that was recorded way back in February this year on the 28th of Feb. It was just a simple Sodi sprint race. I did it with me and I believe it was my girlfriend's brother as well. We had a pretty good night. This was my best race until I think on my birthday. I did a 40-minute race on my birthday, and I actually came one position higher. But no, it was a fantastic race. I remember this back in Feb, and it's taken me a long while. I'm recording this as of the 4th of August. It's taken that long for me to get to this, but yeah, it's a great session. I really enjoyed myself. The competition was pretty high, as you can see from the footage. It's a little damp, being February, like coming out of winter, probably getting close to spring. It was very fucking cold. I didn't have my my racing gear at this point, so I was renting everything from the Daytona guys. On top of that, I had just my basic Vans shoes on, so my feet were fucking freezing, and you won't be able to see it because obviously it's under the gloves. But underneath these go-karting racing gloves, I had a pair of Green Bay gloves just to keep my fucking hands warm, because I did another race earlier. It was either in January or February or December. It was one of those 3 months. And my hands were so fucking froze to the bone from this bit here where you're going 50 miles an hour just straight. It was absolutely fucking bone chilling, and I couldn't feel my fingertips for the best part of nearly 2 full days. I was washing in hot water, washing my hands in hot water. I was holding hot drinks, like doing anything and just rubbing them together, anything to fucking warm my hands up. The hands were fine. It was the fingertips and the edges of my thumbs. They were pure fucking numb. I thought, shit, it was the coldest my hands have been. And I went fucking skiing in year 5 in Austria, and my hands weren't that fucking cold. I couldn't fucking believe it. Had to be the wind chill from the speed on that long straight, because these Sodi carts that I drive go up to 50 miles an hour. So God fucking knows how fucking much chill I got from that. Anyway, so at the moment, this is just the 10-minute practice qualifying session. I'm just trying to get a feel for the temperature, warm the tyres up, get something to go in a little bit. I did get my championship footage as well. I've got to download that and do that. I'll do that another time. That's from much more recent. That was 31st of July, so only like within a week ago of recording this. So you'll hopefully see that very soon. I aim to get that up before the second round of the championship. Whether I'll record that, I don't know, because I'll have my own helmet back from the airbrush guys. But yeah, it should be good. It should be good. But yeah, this fucking long straight, man. Sometimes I can get through, I can get past people in traffic really well, and other times I just get held the fuck up. Or like you just saw there, I get my fucking shit pushed in by slipstream, and I just fuck it. But either way, just like I said, trying to get a feel for the kart, just getting used to everything. It does normally take 2 to 3 laps to properly get the kart warmed up, get comfortable with the weather conditions, because once again this was in winter, and also there's lots of different skill ranges that go to a sprint race that's like on a Friday evening or something. You get casuals who just want to have a race. You get people who are there every fucking week who eat, sleep and shit go-karting. And then you got someone like me who, it's a very nice hobby. I enjoy doing it in my spare time. But I'm by no fucking means a champion or anything crazy like that. But I feel like I'm getting better with the go-karting. I'm putting up more consistent times normally, not all the time, but normally. But apologies that most of the footage is like literally me looking at the ground. For some reason, I love to fucking look down when I'm driving because I'm such a fucking tall bastard with a long, lanky neck. But I think I haven't seen the championship footage back, but I'm thinking it's a little bit better than this. But yeah, as you can see there, a little bit of moisture still on the track. I don't know if I can't remember because it's obviously been fucking. It's basically nearly 6 months, nearly half a year ago this was recorded. But I feel like it was either had rained that day, like before we got on the track, or it was just really fucking cold. It was definitely cold. I can't tell if that's like wind chill or what the fuck that was, but either way, it was fucking cold. I'm really glad that it's warmer now and I'm able to go out and enjoy it a bit more. The only downside is now that I've got the helmet back. Well, the helmet actually been shipped today, but the helmet being back is great. But now it's going to start to get colder. We're now in August, and we'll have another month, maybe 2, slightly bleed into September of some decent weather, and then from like mid-September onwards in the UK, it just becomes wet. It becomes dreary. I put my thumb up at that guy. I think he was a bit like, "Oh shit, I cut you up," but he gave me plenty of space. It's hard to tell how much space you're giving someone from behind in go-karts because you've got no fucking mirrors to look in. So if I ever literally look behind me, that's because I have to. What was I saying? But yeah, so my helmet's being shipped today. But yeah, normally in the UK, if you have fucking... Oh, I ran that fucking close. Jesus, I don't remember that. Yeah, then he cut me up. Yeah, that's why I put the hand up. Yeah, I'll be getting my helmet back hopefully this week. But yeah, normally mid-September onwards, the fucking weather in the UK it can just... I mean, the weather's unpredictable as fuck in the UK anyway, but it just fucking blows. Like, autumn is just cold, wet, windy, and then the winter is just dark early nights and it just fucking freezes. And it's just it's that annoying winter weather. I can't believe I'm talking about the weather during a fucking go-kart thing, but whatever. The winter weather in the UK just straight up. It should be cold enough for it to snow, but it never does normally. 9 times out of 10, at least where we are in southeast England, it just barely get any. If we get snow, we know it's fucking cold. We're lucky if we get a couple of snow days a year, where I'm from anyway. But yeah, so that was a fucking shit one. I don't know what the fuck I did there. I think I broke too hard and skidded. It is kind of weird watching footage back from 6 months ago because I can already tell where I'm like, no, this isn't good enough, or oh, that's not quite right, or I should have took that corner better. But it just comes with experience and just keep going and going and going. There's a yellow flag at the moment. I don't know what the fuck happened. Someone fucking spun out of there. I don't know who it was. I don't know if that was the guy that cut me up or not, because I haven't got the audio playing. Hence the voiceover. I might have been saying something under the helmet like, "Oh, fucking wanker" or something. Sometimes I do let my emotions get the better of me, but I try and keep it in check because as soon as you drive angry, you just make mistakes and it just makes you fucking reckless and stupid, and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it in the long run. But back on with the qualifying, so I'm just chipping away now. Just trying to find my times. I should have loaded this up before I started, but I'm a fuckwit and didn't think of that. So let me have a look back in February. Have I got times? Daytona times. There's the folder, Aaron. But yeah, it was a pretty jam-packed sprint race. I think there was at least 20-something people. I'll be able to find out in a minute when this email loads up. But it was. I remember this one being one of the more competitive races. Like I'd only done like 1 or 2 races at this point. This was like, was this the second or? It's either the second or third race I've ever done. Is this one here? I've done like a couple. Whoa, fuck yeah! I forgot about that. That was some fucking Anakin Skywalker pod racer shit. I had to fucking pull there. He fucking spun right in front of me, and I had like less than a second to fucking react to that. And then he didn't think he gave me enough room. But I like giving thumbs up to people, just to reassure them either they're doing good or that I'm okay and they didn't foul me or anything like that. Don't have to do it. There's nothing in the rule book that does it, but it's just I like being supportive to people. I ran that fucking way too wide, but that guy was on the inside. I had to give him space, so that's fair enough. But yeah, it was pretty cool that we were able to get this footage. For me to get to this footage, because like I said, it's been 6 months since I've seen nearly 6 months since I've seen it. 6 months since I've fucking done it. I forgot about that pod racing bit completely. I'm impressing myself on that. But yeah, I can't remember how much longer we've got because the time is on the far right here, and I don't look at the fucking things. I'm focused on the thing. That might have been the end of it. Oh, that's it. Yep, I remember in the editing. So I sped this up. So this is my not lap of honour, but essentially it's yellow flags all the way around, and then we queue up, get gridded up, and then I believe I finished qualifying approximately 11th or something like that. So that's me being called forward. Damn, I'm just trying to find the email. This is a pain in the ass. Where is it? You can tell I'm a fucking professional. Race results. That's what I've got to find. Hope if I can spell the word results right. So I'm lined up on the grid. I can't tell how many I'm there, so it's like at least... Yeah, I'm trying to count it. 2, 4, 6... not too sure. I definitely got an email about this, though. But anyway, we're off, and I fucking bottled a couple of positions right there. I think I wasn't expecting it. I think I bled 2 free positions there. Oh, I got hit in the fucking arse. I remember that. I remember that now. Yeah, I got fucked in the arse by... My back, I'm fucking now, yeah, it's coming back to me now. My back fucking killed. Absolutely fucking killed. I think I took 2 carts worth of fucking weight in my back. And it was fine at the time, because the adrenaline's pumping through, but that fucking blew. And then, yeah, so I'm currently trying to pursue the 2 free spaces I've just fucking lost. It's not looking great. But I did notice the tempo definitely picked up. It was much, 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 much quicker. Oh, and then someone fucking spun out, which was... Oh, 2 free people spun out. I actually think I regained all the fucking places I lost on that first corner there. That was fucking amazing. I had to go on the curb, which you're not supposed to do, but I had nowhere else to fucking go, so... You're not breaking the rules if you've got no other fucking choice. I think I lost one of the spaces there, but yeah. And I got fucking shunted in the back again. He went way too fucking wide. I don't know whether he gets penalised or not. He should do, because he went right off the fucking track. They definitely keep a better fucking eye on that shit in the championship, I will say. Which is, you know, you've got trophies. I mean, there's trophies in the sprint races, but you've got, like, points and everything that are being relied on there with the championship. So that's a bit more fucking anal, which is understandable. Yeah, I didn't take that corner the best. I remember just grinding to a halt there. So... That corner wasn't too bad. I was getting forced a bit there. I'm going wheel to wheel with this guy. I don't even know what the cart number is. 24, I think that was. Yeah, I let him have it, and then I thought, okay, let me just pump it through the middle a bit. And I was able to keep up with him with the slipstream and just the line I had. Sometimes you just got to let it happen. Like, you just got to let people pass. There's been times where I let someone through, but because I have the better line, like literally a corner or two later, I'm straight back up their arse or I'm past them. So it's not really the end of the world. But yeah, bleeding positions again. This is where the inexperience kind of comes in. Like I said, this is like my first, second, or third ever race. So it's just getting used to stuff. And even then, I've done less than 10 races at Daytona Milton Keynes. Well, less than 10 races in fucking ever. This is the only circuit I've really got any experience on. I took the place back though, that was good. And we're just flying through here. It looks so fucking fast on the camera. It doesn't feel that fast at times in the car. Everything, it's to quote the Gran Turismo movie when Jan talks about it, he says, you know, when you're in the car, like everything else just slows down. And it does. I didn't get what he meant until I started regularly go-karting, but he's right. It really, nothing feel no, you know, from a spectator standpoint, it looks fast as fuck. And me watching it now, I'm kind of like, fucking hell, I was going the clappers. I remember really pushing it through there because I was trying to keep on this guy's ass. But yeah, when you're in that moment, when you're in the seat or the cockpit or whatever vehicle you're driving, everything just slows the fuck down. There's a yellow flag, so I can't overtake him, but I can get up his ass, ready to jump when the yellows fuck off. But yeah, it's crazy how, like, I'm going 50 fucking something. I think I go over 50 when I'm slipstreaming. I think I've gone like 56, 57 sometimes. And these karts are only supposed to be 50 mile an hour. So obviously the slipstream helps with the speed. There are, believe it or not, faster karts at Daytona Milton Keynes. They do these are Sodi. They do D-Max. They go up to 70 miles an hour. I haven't fucking attempted those simply because I'm still learning in 50s. So at 50 mile an hour. So fucking, I've said to myself, I will experiment with D-Max when I get on the podium 5 times. That's my target. And I haven't got there yet. And I'm not sure I ever will. But I'm not going to fucking stop trying. And I do this for a hobby. I do this for fun. You know, would I like to win? Of course I fucking would. That's the competitive side of me. But, oh, another yellow flag. I was fucked off. But at the end of the day, I do it for fun. I do it for a laugh. And even when I have a shit time, like I did a race fucking, when was it? It was end of July. I did a race. And it was like just a 20-minute race with my my girlfriend's brother again. And I had a fucking shit race. It was terrible. But I got fucking rear-ended off the fucking track in that one. But I had a great time. I still enjoyed myself, and that's what it's all about. As I take a swig of squash. But yeah, I got around that guy eventually. I'm not sure how much time's left on this, to be honest. But I'm booking it fucking through. I'm trying to give myself enough of a gap. The thing I've noticed with go-karting is as soon as you lose momentum or you don't keep pace, you're fucked. Because in traditional racing, and I'm not the biggest expert at that, most of my experience is watching TV and playing Gran Turismo, which I know is not doing it. But you get pit breaks, you get refueling and stuff. And granted, you would get that in an endurance racing go-kart, do a 3 hour, a 6 hour, 12, 24, whatever the fuck. But for a 20-minute race, you've got plenty of fucking fuel. And you don't need to change your tyres. The tyres, from my understanding for go-kart tyres, I think you can get 40... On a decent set, you can get at least 40 laps out of them. And that's like 40 laps. Now, granted, in like a longer race, you might have to do a tyre change, but I imagine the idea would be you run those as much as possible to the point where the rubber is nearly fucking flinging off of them. But I was kind of... there was a race I did earlier in February. I think it was like around not Valentine's Day, because I remember spending that with my girlfriend, but it was around Valentine's Day approximately, or just before. And it was fucking raining. It was heavy rain. It was terrible. And that's the last time I've done a rain race. It was an actual race as well. And I finished second to last. How I finished second to last, I'll never know. I thought for sure I was last. I think so. Oh no, I do remember. Some guy T-boned me because he literally broke with plenty of time. And he still skidded into me because there was that much fucking water on the track. T-boned me fucking in the side. And then he was more fucking battered than I was somehow. I didn't have my rib protector then, so my ribs fucking killed for like 2 days. And he just retired. He was like 50, 60 something. I remember him apologising to me afterwards. He was like, oh, I'm really sorry. And I was like, no, it's fine, mate. Like, shit happens and it wasn't intentional. There was an accident. I remember in that race, there was an accident in front of me. And the guy spun out, went into a fucking tyre wall. I broke as hard as I could. Gently touched a tyre wall. Didn't knacker myself or anything. Oh, another yellow flag. And he just overtook me. Yep. That's fucking bullshit. I don't think he gets penalised for that either. He came fucking flying past me on yellows, and I don't think I ever got that position back. Yeah, that was poor. That was poor. If you don't know, yellow flags, half race speed, and you do not overtake. He didn't give a fuck. He went full pelt and then just overtook me while yellows were blaring. Now, the only argument he could have is that the yellows had stopped as he had got to the things, but yeah, I'm desperately like, fuck this guy. Like, this guy's fucking overtook on yellows. I don't think anything ever came of it, unfortunately. But then I'm driving mad like a motherfucker now, trying to catch him, and I'm pissed off because I've been fucked over from a position. Like I said, if the yellows had stopped as he'd got there, then that's just shit luck on my part. But yeah, I fucking dive bombed here. I was like, fuck you, I'm having that back. I don't give a fuck if I've hit you. Which is a bit reckless of me, admittedly, but I just didn't want that fucker to have that position. I wanted it back. I wasn't going to overtake him on a yellow, because knowing my fucking luck, of course, I do it. I would fucking get penalised to fucking buggery and bummed. But he did it. Oh no, it's just nothing, like a general slap on the wrist, but either way, I got the position back. Sort of fucking mad. Whether he gave it up or I took it, I don't know. To memory, I felt like I took it. I dive bombed to fucking make sure I got it on the inside line. But yeah, anyway, go back to that story. So yeah, I spun out and went gently into a tyre wall. Didn't hurt myself. It just my car just went tap. And then literally, there wasn't even enough time to do any yellow flags or yellow lights. Like, he was 2 corners away from me, came screeching in and just saw me, and then broke. And then it was just there was no traction. There was no because the tyres aren't the tyres are slicks. The tyres are slicks in go-karting. At least in the UK they are. I don't know about the rest of the world. I've heard from some Americans they have I don't know what the term is. Treads. I think it's treads. They have like treaded tyres in go-karting for outdoor tracks. Another yellow flag. But in the UK, for some reason, we only do slicks. Even in the pissing fucking rain, we just have slick tyres. So which means as soon as it starts to have any sort of fucking rain, and in the UK it loves to rain, the track essentially becomes a fucking ice rink. It really is horrible. And in that particular race, the one that I came second to last in, I had a chat with the guys who were like more experienced out there, and I don't know how the fuck they the top 5 or 10 in that race. I never saw them spin out or anything. They probably were more than top 5, but for sure the top 5 didn't, because they had to keep pace and the momentum, like I said earlier. And I had to have a chat with those guys after. I said, look, I've never really had much experience with rain. How the fuck do you do it? I had to pick their brains, because I really was like doing it. I think I spun out like 7 or 8 times. Oh, someone spun out there. I got a free fucking place there. And I just had to ask them, like, what the fuck do I do to correct this? And essentially, to my understanding, they pretty much said to me, oh, you've got to not go on the racing line. Which I did know that, because in racing, the line that I'm trying to stick to here, you get in motorsport, be it go-karting or actual racing car stuff, there's petrol, there's oil, and there's rubber from the cars on that line, and it makes, when it rains, the oil and the petrol and the rubber all come to the surface, making that line incredibly slippy. Like, the entire track is slippy anyway, but it's amplified when it rains because you're bringing all that shit out of the track. All the stuff that's stuck in the tarmac. And so I was trying to work out where the fuck what line, because it was a completely different line. I had to go on the dirty bit. They said, oh, you have to go on the dirty bit of the track. The problem is, the dirty bit of the track, at least to my eyes, when I've got a visor on and it's fucking pitch black, and it's pissing with fucking rain, and it's literally lathered the fucking track, I couldn't fucking tell what was clean and what was dirty. Like, on this footage here, I have a little bit of a better view, but fuck. So, yeah, I was like, oh shit, maybe I pushed a bit too close there. I better apologise to the guy. And then, but yeah, I had no fucking idea on that night. It was too dark. It was too wet. I couldn't even see fucking 2 foot in front of me. It was easily the worst conditions I've raced in. It was torrential fucking rain. I was genuinely shocked that I spun out as many times as I did. I think I lost count. I think it was 6 or 8. Like, no joke. It was ridiculous. But yeah, I'm pushing through here. My tyres are starting to go a little bit. I fucking went way too wide on there. That's me not braking and not turning enough there. That's just really bad. I think I get a warning for that, but, you know, it was my first warning and it was a genuine mistake and I lost control of the cart. Shouldn't have done it. But I fixed it. That corner, that hairpin, which is it's either 10 or 11 on the track layout, that for the longest time was my fucking Achilles heel. I used to always spin on that hairpin. I'd always used to take it too fast, take it too slow, and I just couldn't get the fucking angle right. But yeah, it really was a bastard, that corner for me, for a long, long while. And then when I went on my birthday and did my first 40-minute race, another yellow flag. When I went and did a 40-minute race on my birthday, I saw in the races and the events leading up to my event, so many fucking people spin out. Every fucking lap, it felt like someone spun out on that corner. That hairpin. It is the hardest corner because you're going up this straight here at 50 or, if you're in DMAX, 70 miles an hour. Fucking booking it in a straight line. Potentially with slipstream if there's shit in front of you. Going through this, like, pedal to the metal, and then I'm braking about there, and then I have to let go about a certain point. If you do that in the fucking rain, you're either going into the tyre wall or you're fucking spinning out. In all honesty, the best option probably would be to spin out, because if you go into that tyre wall, you're just going to slide with extra additional speed. But I don't know how much longer this race has got. According to the timer, I've got another 10 minutes. So I think I must be about halfway through. It's a 20-minute race. Sprint race is 10 minutes practice and qualifying. Then you get the grid lineup, which I skipped and fast-forwarded over. And then you get a 20-minute race. So, but I have to admit, at this point, pretty much forward, I think to memory, I barely saw anyone. It was just one of those sort of races where once you lose the momentum, the leaders were gone. The leaders were just fucking gone. But yeah, it was a good session. I was glad I did it. Once again, my hands were cold, but I had the gloves underneath the gloves, so my hands didn't feel nowhere near as bad as they were. But it's a little bit bouncy and a choppy. I think I'm trying to push too fucking hard. I think I'm just trying too hard here I'm just pushing too hard to try and catch up with something that is uncatchable at this point, and I just didn't know it. A little bit bouncy there, but I'm getting, like I said, I keep getting better at that hairpin corner. I keep glancing over there. I think it's because even my girlfriend was watching, or I'm just trying to look for the time. She normally sits under that gazebo little thing there on the right. The last 2 times we've been, first time she was doing either a puzzle book or a colouring book. And then the last one, she was literally just doing a puzzle game on her phone for the entire fucking time. She's like, I love you to bits, but I'm not that, you know, once I see you go past, I've seen you gone past. I was like, yeah, that's fair. But I never force her to come. She comes on her own accord, and, you know, that's why I love her so much. She's She's very supportive. She helped me design the suit, like I think I've mentioned before. She helped me design the helmet and get it to the people who've airbrushed it for us. Also, back there, I think I saw grass on the floor. I think some fucker came off on the grass and then just decided to come back. I did. Obviously, I've been able to find someone. I don't know whether I'm lapping people here at this point or if these are genuinely in the lead of me. It's a bit hard to tell if you don't recognise the numbers. When I was doing the championship, it was a little easier to tell who was who because most people had their own gear and they're very unique and independent. But some people had a black helmet and some people had a white helmet, so even then it wasn't 100% fucking obvious. No one will be able to fucking miss me with my fucking helmet when it arrives at some point this week. With the old Green Bay helmet rocks up. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, it's been, like I said, it's been shipped today, so hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday that will turn up. And then I did say to my girlfriend earlier today I'm gonna book a practice session just to get a feel with it again, and then I might do a race as well. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, it's been nice to go-karting. It's been good to... yellow flag. Well, that's one overtaken. Or overtook, whatever the fucking correct grammar is. But no, it's been... Getting into go-karting has been really good. I went on a work trip. Not a work trip, sorry. It was a work incentive. Essentially, there was 2 teams of sales guys, and the winning team decided to go-karting one evening. And I literally, that month or the month before, just got my license and my car. And I was able to finally drive and experience go-karting and stuff for the first time. I'd always wanted to go to this place. Used to drive past it with my parents all the time. Be like, can I go? And they'd be like, no, it's too expensive. And it is fucking expensive, to be fair. And it was just, times were hard for my parents and stuff. And I know if they could have, they would have let me go-karting. But yeah, I went on a work team building exercise sort of thing. I asked if I could tag along. They were more than happy to have me. And even though I was absolute dog shit in that, and it was another fucking one where it was pissing it down with rain, I had such a fucking good time. I really did. I got the bug then and there, and I remember next month being like, oh, I should go and do a practice session on my birthday, and it was dead as fucking a dodo, and I had like 4 people or 5 people with me on that session. It was fucking lovely. I spun out and shit the bed a few times, but I had such a good time. I didn't care. It was just really, really nice, and to see myself improve, like with my times and stuff, and my positions in just improve with the positions of my races and stuff it's just been nice. It's just been so good. And overall, I'm just really fucking happy that I'm just really fucking happy that I got into this after all this time. The one thing I'm not fucking happy about is how much the fucking suit and the helmet have cost to buy and to customize and all that shit. It's a fucking expensive hobby. I will say, anyone that wants to get into go-karting, go casually. Try and go like 2 times a month. And here's my advice from someone who's just a casual or semi-casual. I think that was the end of the race there. Possibly. No, it's still going. Would have been yellow flags otherwise. So I'm in pursuit of this guy. Here's my advice for someone who's considering getting into go-karting. Go to your local track, be it indoor or outdoor. I just happen to be an outdoor. There was an indoor as well, but I always went to this one. I fucking bled positions again. Go to your local track. Oh yeah, I nudged you by accident. I apologise to let him through. It was all good. Yeah, go to your local track, and my suggestion would be try and go twice a month, and after you've been, see how long you think about it. If you're thinking about, if you're still thinking about the go-karting, or you're still yearning to go back on the track, and you haven't got a session booked, or there's a few weeks till your session's booked, something like that, 100% I think it will become a hobby. It'll become a thing for you. Now, in terms of getting the helmet and the custom gear and all that shit, someone went off, that helped me. In terms of getting your own custom gear, that's a case of, are you going to be using this shit very fucking frequently all year round and stuff, whether it be spring, summer, winter, or autumn, winter. That's a question for you to fucking decide. But for me, oh, yellow flags. I don't know whether that's the end or if that's just yellow flags in general. I couldn't tell if there was a checkered flag or not. I think that might be the end of the race. I think that's the end of it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure in this one I came like 11th, or I think what happened was I qualified 12th, and then I lost a few positions and I gained a few back. I don't really remember, and annoyingly I don't have the email in front of me to confirm that. Oh, actually, do I? Or is that a practice session? No, that's the rain race. What about this one? No, that's the practice. This is the one before the one. I don't know where the fuck this is. I have to find. I did have it. Ah, found it. There we go. Right, so I ended up qualifying 10th at the beginning with a time of 1:23.488, which now my best is 1:17, so I've definitely improved. And my girlfriend's brother was 2 places behind me in 12th. And then the final results of the race were 11th, and he finished. Where did he finish? 20th. 20th. So I qualified 10th, lost a few places, but then I clawed my way back to 11th. And looking at the times now, me and everyone above was all on the same lap. Everyone 12th and down to... Oh, there was actually 25 people in this race as well, so it was quite a fucking busy one. So yeah, positions 12 to 25 were all 1 lap plus behind us. So I lapped everyone behind me, which was really cool. And that was, before my birthday, the best finish I ever had, 11th place. Whereas, I think on my birthday was 10th. I think I qualified 10th or 12th, and then ended up 10th in that race. But it was a 40-minute race, but yeah. But I know there's been a lot of rambling with this one, and not a whole lot of commentary over the actual race. But to be honest, most of it, not really much fucking happened. It was just kind of... And I'm trying to recollect my thoughts from like nearly 6 fucking months ago, which... Note to self, Aaron, don't fucking do that next time. So hopefully the championship footage that I got from about a week ago, just under, hopefully I'll be able to get that one done a bit sooner. I need to download the footage and go through all of that, but that won't take me very long. Had me anxious as fuck, thinking I've nudged someone. But yeah, I'm just putting into the pit here, and then they're about to turn the camera off for me, and that is all she wrote. So appreciate that, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you in the next one. All the best. Bye.